For me personally, I don't think our game is marketed very well. We as a club, thanks to yourself and the other parts of the team, are, we do a decent job here. But I think as a whole, from the top, I don't think we promote ourselves as a sport well enough. I know funds are limited and that does put a big strain on things, but I just think we don't shout from the rooftops enough about how great of a sport we are, and I think we've got a very small-minded mentality when it comes to our sport. I think we realise, we behave what we are. We behave like we are a small northern sport, when really we should be, portraying the bigger picture, really, and that's a frustration, because some of our guys are phenomenal athletes and we don't celebrate them enough.
Do you think that maybe have something to do with the Sky as well, and the TV side of things?
Possibly, yeah, because I think not everybody has Sky, not everybody has cable or Virgin, whatever it may be. And I speak to people when I go on holiday and things like that, and I talk about rugby league passionately, and they'll say, and they'll still talk about Martin Afire, they'll still talk about Ellery Hanley, Sean Edwards. These guys have been retired 20 odd years. We've got some phenomenal, as I said, athletes that have been after them, and they don't know who they are because there's not enough rugby league on terrestrial TV. And for me, that's how you become household names, is by being on the terrestrial TVs. And yes, Sky is an integral part of our sport, and most clubs go under without it. But there needs to be some sort of I don't know, sharing of the airing. I think a little bit like football do. They're kind of spread across a lot of different mediums, whereas all our eggs are in one basket, and whatever Sky say we have to do.
Well, what about the fans who actually come to the games? How do you think? Do you think it's maybe more of a niche audience? And if so, how do we get the younger people involved?
Yeah, I think it is a niche sport. I think it's not this type of thing. I've been to watch the ice hockey, I've been to watch basketball, and they kind of one-off things. And I think people are like that with us. I think the only way we can grow that fan base and really grow participation in our sport is starting in the schools, at a very young age. I mean, back when I was playing, the amount of school teachers that were involved in rugby at town team level or at county level, and they promoted the sport in their schools, whereas the amount of schools that I hear of these days who don't play any kind of rugby, and whether that's down to health and safety or whether it's down to the teachers being scared of playing rugby because it's such a physical sport and they don't want the paperwork on the back of a kid snapping a finger or whatever it may be, I don't know, but it's not played enough in our schools. And you look in any other school, every school will have a football team, every school will have a netball team, not every school's got a rugby team, and if they do have a rugby team, is it rugby league? Rugby union is sort of eclipsing us now.